Hello. I'd like to show you guys how to use one of the features in Canvas to possibly help with the AM/PM schedule that is upon us. So thank you to Ms. Rowland for allowing me use of her course. This will not solve all of your problems, but it is a way to communicate specifically with your AM group or your PM group uniquely. So within your Canvas course, you are going to first click on the People tab, which should be within your course navigation bar. So I'm going to click on People. And then once you click on People, you will see the participants of your course. And then what you're going to do is create first a group set. So I'm going to click on the plus group set button. Ms. Rowland has two sections of English 9P, and so I'm going to be real creative and title her groups AM, PM. I'm not going to allow self-signups. I'm not going to initially split students into groups because this would pre-populate or randomly populate, and we don't want to do that. We're going to create our own groups later, and there are a multitude of ways to do this, but I think in my mind, this is how it works easiest. So I'm going to create groups later, and then I'm going to click Save. So now I have this AM/PM section, and I have all of the students from both of her periods in this unassigned list. So within that group set, I'm now going to create individual groups. Okay, and I apologize, Nikki's the only one that would know this, but I don't know what period is what. But let's say my first group is going to be period 2 AM, and I'm just randomly going to put a membership limit at 20. So I'm going to save one group. So now what I can do is I can drag and drop all of my period 2 AM students into this group. I am also going to create a period 2 PM, again, 20 students. Hopefully you don't have more than that. And so you can drag and drop kids, okay? From that group that I have created, and I would encourage, if this is Nikki, I would encourage her to put her period 3 AM, period 3 PM students as well, and then again, just drag and drop. I believe you can click on the plus and just add to group this way. So if that's easier than dragging and dropping, you have that option. But once you've created your groups within your group set, you can click on the 3 dots here, and now my period 2 AM has a group homepage. So here is their homepage. There is no activity, but on that homepage, I can send announcements. I can add pages, which is basically just sharing of documents or information. I can work with people. There can be a discussion, all kinds of different things that you can do within that group homepage. So essentially what it does is it gives you a discussion board, an announcement option for your AM and PM classes. Word of caution, just like with everything in Canvas, if you assign to a group, it will not pass back to PowerSchool. So the grades that are entered in Canvas would have to be manually entered in PowerSchool. So I would discourage you from using this as an assignment tool. I would still assign to entire sections, okay? Think about it as if you have two systems talking and they can't communicate. If you're talking about different due dates, it would create way too many columns in PowerSchool, and it won't allow for that. All right. So again, I wouldn't, when you go to an assignments page, so I'm going to click on Nikki's main page here. I'm going to click back because maybe that will work. Yeah, so here I'm on her main page, and I'm going to go to her assignments tab. Okay, I'm going to pretend add an assignment. And this may or may not be something that you've already played with, but when you create an assignment, I'm going faster than my computer. When you create an assignment, you do have the option when you scroll down to assign to groups. And it's intended for that purpose, right? I could select her group category, which is AM, PM. I could go through the whole thing as an assignment, but if I am not assigning to everyone, okay, or to like period 4, the entire section, not necessarily the entire course, but the entire section, the grade pass back will not work. Okay, so I just want to caution you about that, but that is an easy way, fairly easy way to create AM and PM sections so that you will have an announcement board, potentially a discussion board for each of those groups. Okay, hopefully that helps.